Husband admitted that he's poly. What now? Husband is 25 and wife is 26. For the entire time that we've known each other, my husband has said that he's monogamous. No problem with me since I'm monogamous as well. We've been married for 6 months now, dated 2 years, and this has never been a problem I've considered before. Well, today my husband decided to drop the bombshell that he's polyamorous this whole time. He said that he realized it when he was a teenager. His reasoning for why he kept this from me was that a previous girlfriend had broken. You can't be polyamorous if you're broke, man. My man, you cannot be polyamorous if you're broke. Those are just the rules. The typical reason. So he didn't want to be tied to just one person forever. At this point, I reminded him that he quite literally signed a legal document that tied us together forever, and he didn't have a good answer for that. Duh. Even disregarding how insane it feels that he kept this from me for so long, I have no idea where to go from here. I don't have a problem with people being poly or having open marriage. Do you? I've always had that mindset that it wasn't for me, but it wasn't any of my business. Except now, it is my business, and I really don't want it to be. On one hand, I don't like the idea of my husband having to ignore this part of himself for my sake, even though he tells me that I am enough for him. I don't know if I should believe him or not. I want him to be happy. But on the other hand, I know that opening the marriage would make me unhappy. I've been reading other people's experience, and almost everyone says that communicating with each other about the people you're seeing is the healthiest way to live. But even the idea of my husband telling me about these people he's going out with makes me feel sick. And it's totally understandable, you know? You signed up for a deal and it turns out you're getting a completely different. You've been backstabbed. But you said that you were open to it. So you have to figure it out. I think he should fucking go on a polyamory strike if he really meant for the marriage. Now, you also have to understand that if he's willing to give it all up for all that he has built and he's planning to build with you for some putang, some additional putang in the future, then you must really consider whether his needs for additional putang are genuine, because I know a lot of men that will give it all up for some extra putang. It's not necessarily that they want to, but you give them no choice. He would rather have no family, live on the street, live off the street, raise no social equity, no pride, be the black sheep of his family in order to get some new and that's just, you have to understand what he truly means. Maybe he's calling a bluff, or maybe he's not. You have to understand that. Is there anyone who's been in a similar situation and has any advice? Any help would be appreciated. Edit. I will make a longer post with a full update later. He is cheating on me and I'm looking to annul the marriage. Thank you for the comments and advice. You know what? I think that's the best option, because I think I skipped a part. Oh yeah, here. We've been married for 6 months now, and this has never been a problem. And then he comes with the bombshell that he has been polyamorous this whole time, even though we've been dating for 2 years. So first and foremost, marriage after 2 years, it's a gamble. It's a gamble. There's a lot of stages that go into long-term relationships, and many of them don't show up until you at the point of 2 years. You know, you got the stage of living together, you got the stage of getting bored of each other, you got a stage of, you know, managing each other's finances, the state of raising kids, and all of that, in my opinion, should come before marriage, before you decide to, you know, sign a legal document that ties you up to each other forever, financially, socially. It's a whole bunch of complications with almost no upside. So I don't really see the point of the legal contract, besides the proof of commitment, which is beautiful and romantic, but come on, do we really need it? But yeah, he duped you. He duped you because he waited for 2 years, and then after being 6 months and then, you know, having you kind of cornered, he was like, I think I have to open it. And so he was probably already cheating on you because he was thinking about her, bam, 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 constantly. I gotta tell her, but I love her so much, I don't want to lose her. Sometimes it's not even about love. It's just, you know, he found Mrs. Right, and he shouldn't throw that away because he's a sick fuck who needs more than one woman, who cannot just have one putang for the rest of his life. But no, he's willing to risk it all. What do the comments say? Married for 6 months? This guy literally waited to entangle you into a marriage before he sprung the truth on you. He thinks that now you're trapped. You would not leave him and let him do whatever. And he's well aware of this. And he hid it with malicious intentions because he already knows the consequences. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, better to get divorced as soon as possible, right? It's like going to university and finding out you chose the wrong bachelor. Yep, because he will cheat, and that's the truth. You know, if he's poly and if he's saying it, breaking it to you now, it's because he never really believed in his ability to not do it, which means that if you don't accept it, might as well get rid of it. Yeah, I agree. This should be the top answer. This should be the top answer. Totally. I tried to get it annulled. It seems that annulled is different than divorce. I wasn't aware of that. What's the difference between annulled and divorced? A divorce ends a legal marriage and declares the spouses to be single. Annulment is a legal ruling that erases a marriage by declaring the marriage null and void and that the union was never legally valid. Oh, so that must have severe implications from tax perspectives, from changing your documents and everything that goes with it. Pretty interesting. Annulment it is.